Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This week on Ninja Mommy, we will be talking about the importance of routine and children. And those two things go hand in hand. It's really important for babies to have a consistent sleep. Not only when they're babies, but when they become toddlers, adolescents, teenagers, even adults. Even adults can benefit from a nice, consistent routine. I know myself, like as an adult, I need a consistent routine. When I wake up, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I wanna take a shower. I wanna wash my face. I wanna brush my hair. I wanna do all these things, and then I feel physically ready. Okay, I'm ready to start my day. Similarly, babies are the same exact way. I mean, obviously, they grow up from babies to adulthood. So yeah, so I have Samara on a regular schedule and I will be talking to you about that as well. The importance of routine. I will share with you my routine with Samara. And yeah, many more tips. Today I'm going to be sharing with you Samara's whole day's routine. And then I'm going to be talking to you about why I have that routine and the benefits of it. Okay, so let's dive in. All right, so Samara has a very consistent routine. She wakes up at between 6 and 6:30. Cock-a-doodle-doo, she's up, ready. She's like, Mama, come get me. I'm ready to go. Let's start this day. Crack of dawn, she's up. I feel like she's in like this challenge with the sun. Like, nah, bruh, I'm gonna wake up way before you do. Like, at least she won't have any problem praying her fajr later on in life. So yeah, good for her if she keeps up with this routine. This girl wakes up way too early, and I've noticed that's the problem with a lot of kids. Like, they tend to be early risers, which is mashallah, following the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Good for them. So I go into her room, we get her up. First of all, I give her a huge hug because I haven't seen her for like 12 hours. So I just give her a huge hug, and then I get her up and get her straight into bath time. She loves morning bath time. I know many parents do bath time at night, but I prefer it in the morning because this girl, after bath time, she is ready to go. She's ready to start her day. It doesn't necessarily calm her down. It wakes her up. So if your baby is more about, bath time, I'm awake mommy, then you should transfer the bath time to the morning instead of at night. And then she does bath time, and after bath time I take her to her room, I get her ready, I massage her, or she massages herself because she just reaches into the coconut and she's like, just rubbing it all around her. And then yeah, I'm helping her massage herself. She's doing most of the work, guys, really, believe me. And then she grabs the lotion and she's like, just give it to me, and she just massages herself again, and then I just help her, and then I help her put her clothes on, and then she's ready to start the day. And then she does this sign right here. I'll talk about the ASL sign and the importance of ASL signs in my other video, but does this sign, which means let's go downstairs now. So then I take her downstairs and she plays around for a little bit, and around 7:30, this girl, no kidding, walks to her booster seat, sits down. Babies at this age can't tell time, guys. They don't know what 7:30 is. But this girl, around 7:30 a.m. on the dot, she goes to her booster seat and she's like, I'm ready to eat, mama. Like, give me my food. So she gets breakfast at 7:30 a.m. every single day, without a doubt. After breakfast, she plays around. Between 7:30 and 10:30 is her playtime. So I take her to drop-in, which is where a lot of parents come together, a lot of babies come together. And sometimes I will take her to the park, sometimes to her grandma's, sometimes to her aunties, whatever. So between 7:30 and 10:30 is her playtime. 10:30 on the dot, she's like, mama, like she wants to eat. So that's her snack time. 10:30 a.m. every single day, I give her snack. And after her snack, she plays around for another hour, and then she's like, mama. She knows already that's her lunchtime. This girl doesn't play about her food, guys. There's two things you don't want to mess with when it comes to Samara: her food and her sleep. She loves her food and she loves her sleep. So alhamdulillah for that. Around 11:30, so between 11:30 to 11:45, I give her lunch. And then she plays for another hour or so. And then at 12:30 p.m. she does this. She's like, mama. And then she does this, which is a sign for sleep and milk, which means, mommy, I'm ready for my nap. So then I take her upstairs and I get her ready around 12:30. I take her upstairs. I get her ready for her nap time. So nap time is very simple. I put on her sleeping sack. I give her lovey, which she cuddles with like this, which is so cute. I give her lovey, and then I give her milk, and she knocks out. Within 10 minutes or like within like however long it takes her to finish her milk. And she's like, and she's gone. So then I put her down and she sleeps for around 2.5 hours, maybe on a lucky day, 2.5 hours. She wakes up, and once she's up, if she wakes up before 3 p.m., then I wait until 3 p.m. to give her her second snack. And if she wakes up after 3 p.m., then I give her her snack right away. So she's right there on her snack table. By the time she finishes her snack, she's like, yes, I am ready to start my day again. Let's go. So round 2, here we go. So then she plays for like an hour or so. And then around 5 p.m., she's like, Mama, like I'm hungry again. Give me some dinner. So around 5 p.m., I serve my princess her dinner. And then she plays for another like hour or so. And then around 6 p.m. she's like, and then this again. So around 6 p.m. I go ahead and get her ready. Also, the other thing she does at 6 p.m. is this, which means, come on, it's time for massage again. So at 6 p.m. I take her upstairs again and get her ready for her bed. Her bedtime routine is very simple. I take her upstairs, I change her, massage her with coconut oil again. Again, she massages her own self more than me doing it. So then I put on her onesie and her sleeping sack, give her lovey, and give her her milk. By the time her lovey is in her hand, she knows like this is the next sign, like Mama, give me my milk now. She drinks her milk, and then we cuddle, and she plays around a little bit, and she gives me like tons of kisses, and like, you know, we cuddle, and then she finally like, you know, knocks up, and then I put her down. And then the next day at 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. it starts all over again. So yeah, that's my consistent schedule / routine with Samara every single day, day in, day out. Sometimes it changes depending on, you know, if it's an emergency or, you know, some crazy thing happens. But if we have to go to a gathering or a dawat or go out somewhere, we find a babysitter or we ask one of the family members to look after her, because we do not mess with her schedule at all. And during the day, if we have to go out somewhere, we work around her schedule. She doesn't work around our schedule, because it's really, 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 really important. Why is it important? Now let me tell you about the benefits of a consistent schedule or routine. So when you have a consistent schedule and a consistent routine, guys, it keeps the chaos eliminated. Gets rid of the chaos completely. So babies really can't tell time, okay? They don't know if it's like 3 p.m. or if it's like 6 p.m. They just know that one thing happens after another. They know that if I get my snack, then I play. After my playtime, I get my lunch. After lunch, I go to sleep. That's how their mind works. Like, that's how they know. So it keeps them calm. If they know what's going on, it leaves room for more important stuff like playtime. So playtime is really important for them. They don't have to wonder what's next. They feel like they're more taken care of by their parents when they have a consistent schedule, because their needs are being met throughout the clock. Throughout the day, their needs are being met. They don't have to worry about when their mealtime is going to be. They don't have to worry about when they're going to sleep. They already know when that is. So if it's erratic behavior throughout the week, like one day they go to sleep at 6 p.m., the next day they go to sleep at 9 p.m., their body's going to be like, whoa, what's going on? So that's one benefit. Number 2, for bedtime, it is so important. Even if you don't have any other routine, any other schedule, have a consistent bedtime routine. You know why? Because their body physically gets ready for bed. So when you're doing all these rituals, when she sees that onesie, when she sees the sleeping sack, when she sees her lovey and her milk, she knows right away, that's my bedtime. Her body knows. Her body gets like, you know, ready with her. Melatonin releases in her brain to activate the nerves that tell her, okay, now you need to calm down. Now we're gonna get ready for bed. Now you can settle down, basically. That's number 2. A consistent bedtime routine will help them settle down faster and will help them promote sleep for longer amount of times. Number 3, there are less likelihood of tantrums. So when they know and they're prepared what's coming up next, they're not gonna fight it. They have been living the same exact way day in, day out. They love it. They love their routine, so they're not gonna fight it. When they know they wake up and they brush their teeth, they're gonna look forward to that. And they're gonna look forward to doing it themselves as well. Instead of you constantly having to tell them, okay, baby, now it's time to brush your teeth. Okay, Stephen, now it's time to wash your face. Okay, Margaret, now it's time to eat your food. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to run after them. They will do it on their own without you having to ask them. So that's number 3, independence. and I'm all about independence from the start. I started Samara very early on a consistent schedule, but I added things as I went along and as I learned many new things. So in the beginning, it was only bathing. So I would bathe her every single morning as a baby, right? Because in the beginning, you can't really put them on a eating schedule right away because they're feeding on demand or taking the bottle on demand. When I introduced solids to her, I set a regular time for when she would eat her breakfast, snacks, her lunch and dinner. I had a consistent time with that. And I also had a consistent place where she would eat. So I wouldn't just randomly give her snacks wherever, or if she's running around and eating. I didn't do that. I had a consistent space and a set schedule of how I would give it to her. Around 10 months, I had her on this perfectly fit routine, and it's been going on since then. So it's been 7 months and she's been on the schedule and she absolutely loves it. So yeah, I didn't start her from the get-go because in the beginning, baby just want to, eat, sleep, poop, eat, sleep, poop, eat, sleep, poop. That's their schedule. And it's pretty erratic behavior. It's not a consistent thing. So you can wait until your baby starts showing you predictable patterns to implement these routines. I started Samara on this routine around 10 months. Surprisingly, that was around the same time that she started sleeping through the night. Do I believe that my consistent schedule and routine helped her sleep through the night? Yes. Do I have scientific data to back that up? No. But from my personal experience, when I implemented this routine into her life, she started sleeping longer without interruption, and it was just a peaceful moment, guys. There are a few other things that I did as well to help her sleep through the night. Those I will share with you in another video, of course. Gotta get you coming back for more, of course. Also, guys, try to follow this routine day in and day out. We are flexible when it comes to emergencies or special occasions and stuff. Here and there, once in a blue moon, we can change it and it's okay. And the next few days are a bit hard, after that, but once you get her back into her routine again, she's a happy camper. Because if you take this girl out, whew, try to stay consistent. Don't freak out completely if you have to change the routine and stuff. But if you do it gradually. If there's no other way and an emergency happens, then hey, stuff happens. And once in a blue moon, it is okay. But don't let it go on and on and on. Just try to stick to a schedule. Another thing I want to point out is don't force the routine on your kid. Work with your kid. This 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. routine didn't just happen out of nowhere. It took a lot of trial and error. So take your time with it. It's going to take time to establish the routine, but once it's established, that's it. Hard work is over. Now it's fun time. For eating, I have a set schedule of when I give her food. Okay, so my motto, I read this motto in one of the books and it's stuck with me ever since, guys. And I'm going to share that motto with you. Parents decide what to give, when to give. Kids decide if they're going to eat and how much they're going to eat. So yes, I have a consistent schedule of when I give her food. I decide when I give her food. I give her lunch at 11:30. She will decide at 11:30, does she want to eat and how much she wants to eat. So there's been time where I give her dinner at 5 p.m. and she eats maybe 1 or 2 things and then she's like, okay, I'm all done. So her sign for all done is this. So she's like, I'm all done. So then I'm like, okay, if you're all done, you're all done. So let's go. But I don't give her food after that. I give her at 5 p.m. She can decide whether she wants to eat or not. She can decide how much she wants to eat or not. But I decided to give her. I don't force her. I never, ever, ever force her to finish her food. So don't be super strict and super rigid about those things, Same thing with sleep. I will take her upstairs at 6 p.m. and I will get her ready for bed. Sometimes she takes less than 15 minutes to fall asleep. Sometimes she will take about 30 minutes, rare occasion if she's sick, if she's teething, if she's if her tummy's hurting or if she's just not feeling well, she might take longer to fall asleep. During those times, I do not take her downstairs and let her play. Sometimes it takes long, sometimes it's a breeze. So work with that. Don't get discouraged right away. If you're implementing this routine and the baby's not responding well to it, don't get discouraged. Keep trying. Yeah, that's my number 1 tip. Just be flexible, be understanding, don't get discouraged. That's more than 1 tip, but yeah, okay, you get the point, guys. Yeah, I think that's all I have. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done. That's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace.